and welcome to another tutorial session with me, Kate May, Modern Day Mystic, on my YouTube channel. So we are looking at part 2 of tarot time-ins. If you've already watched part 1, you will see what I had to say there. If you haven't, then you're going to have to watch it. This time we're going to be looking at each number. We're going to be breaking it down 1 to 10, to see what the tarot messages are, what the numerology symbols are for them. So we're going to start off with Ace. I've already wrote all this down. I'm going to avert my eyes to read to you what I've already wrote. Aces. Let's get all our aces up. Aces. Oh, there's my fourth ace. Oh, I've misplaced my ace. That's not good, is it? So what am I missing? My ace of pentacles. He would one I would want to have. He's done a runner. Maybe he's going to pop up later. Anyway. Aces, okay, aces are always new beginnings in tarot, all right? Now, they're just the potential of something, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be amazing and it's going to work and it's going to last forever, but that potential of fabulousness is definitely there, okay? So, aces are the start of something. Depending on what suit it is, depends on the area of that energy. For example, the Ace of Wands is new creation. So it could be work, or it could be a new spark of an idea. It could be fertility there. It's that spark of inspiration. The Ace of Swords can be a new ways of thinking, new focus, new direction, perhaps new paperwork, new thoughts, perhaps new contracts. The Ace of Cups, new love, new emotions, new friendships, new romance or renewed romance, but it connects to something new on an emotional level. And the Ace of Pentacles, which I don't have to hand, connects to new work, new money ideas. So a monetary influence there, new home, new material gain. I'm pretending I've got it up here. New material gain, or the possibility of earning a bit of extra cash, or that new influence coming in from a new home or new material things there. Okay. Something on the offer. So something new and with potential is indicated when you have many aces in a spread. I'm going to do another tarot blog on what it means if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of anything in, but for the minute we're just concentrating on this. So they're pure energy without any form, which means they haven't developed into anything yet. It's just that very spark of inspiration there. They are dependent on what else you've got around the cards, but also what you're going to do about it. If you just come up with the idea and sit on it, not much is going to happen, you know. So they're dependent on how you bring it into shape and how you form it there. So they can be a little bit unstable because they're just at the beginning, but their possibility of bringing in that lovely fruition is fabulous from there. So as quick as they can come in, they can go out quick. Did I throw it? No, I didn't. I didn't have a huff and throw it. That was something else. That was the 5 of Cups. Oh, so that means, anyway. Okay, so they may not go any further than just that potential, but they are the start of something fabulous, okay? And mostly they are positives, all right? That's the aces. 2s in tarot. 2s take that inspiration, that spark, and they move it along a step, all right? So they take everything to the next level. They can bring choices. 2s can often bring choices there, but they are still in the early stages. So the 2 of Cups, for example, may be the beginning of a new relationship or the start of 2 people coming together, but it is still at that early stage, okay? The 2 of, where are we? The 2 of Wands takes that inspiration from the wand and moves it to another level, but there could be some choices and decisions to do with your work opportunities. Do I do this? Do I do that? Do I take that road? Do I take this road? So choices and decisions of that first idea, moving it up a step. The 2 of Pentacles, we see a man juggling, so this may be literally juggling choices of a material need, maybe 2 jobs, maybe 2 homes, and we see the 2 of Swords where somebody is stuck. So indecisive choices and decisions, is unsure which way to go, Okay, so the twos come in when we come together. We bring things, that unity of the one, we bring it together with somebody else, and it forms a choice or a decision there. We leave that individuality of the ones, of the aces behind. For most part, the twos do have a positive representation and do bring harmony, but sometimes the balance there needs to get sorted there. And sometimes the balance is so perfect that it's difficult to move on from that, causing, you know, causing you to feel paralyzed, causing you to feel stuck with things. So that's the choices moving forward, but that's the choices, that's the twos moving forward, but with choices and with decisions, and where you've got to have options, weigh things up. Okay, so that idea is now moved into the two, but what do we do with it? Then we take the three, the planners. My 3 of cups, if you watch one of my earlier videos, I threw it. It was the 5 of cups. No, it wasn't the 3 of cups. Here's the 3 of cups. Ignore me, I'm on a different page. Because the 3 of cups is good. I wouldn't want to throw that away. The threes in tarots represent teams and groups coming together, friendships, a set of something, all right? Threes also connect to milestones. So aces are beginnings, twos getting it moving, 3 is a milestone of a situation. So it's come to some important decision or some important milestone there. It's the next step on from the 2, but still with more potential, but it does usually include others. So the 3 of swords usually involves 3 people, sadly, usually involves 3 people or 3 situations. The 3 of cups, again, usually sees the joy of 3 people, or where there's a group of celebrations. The 3 of pentacles, teamwork, projects coming together and working on material ideas. And the 3 of wands, planning, teamwork, or planning ahead the next stage, looking further afield there. Okay, so group dynamics rules the 3s in the tarot, and they see different groups coming together, different people coming together, or different individuals. Because it's symbolic of the Holy Trinity as well, we see that completion, we see that milestone connecting to the 3s there. Okay, it's an initial completion of a first stage from that first ace. 4s. Okay, 4s in tarots are seen as a foundation. So I'm missing one again. I didn't get all organised. Maybe I'm missing this particular couple of cards. 4 of wands. I am missing the 4 of wands because I have to use that from my different deck. 4 of wands is, or am I? Yes, I am. 4 of wands is celebrations anyway, but 4s bring foundations to things, okay? Whatever situation, whatever area is happening around, the 4s from the 3s take it to that next level. We've got that milestone, that completion. We now, how do we make it even better there? So the 4s build that next chapter. The 4 of wands, which I don't have, sees the union, sees celebrations, sees happiness and structure. 4s are structure, you know, 4 walls to buildings of things, so they bring structure and organisation there. So the 4 wands sees support around that and celebration and recognition. The 4 of cups here, we see a man looking at his emotions and wondering what the hell it's all about. So this gives him, the 4th cup gives him hope of a more secure outcome. The 4 of swords asks you to rest your thoughts and ideas, allowing a more stronger you to emerge. And the 4 of pentacles asks you to hold everything together or try and find a way of getting that balance of that flow of energy. The 4s usually indicate that some foundation is being created and it's now ready to evolve, okay? It's ready to grow and evolve from that next step of the 3. Because the 4s are foundation, is where the foundation is created, sometimes there's a little bit of disappointment with that. Sometimes, you know, people want to progress differently or move on in different ways there, so it all comes about in the 4s there. But it's also a way of pushing forward and growing, okay? So if things do go by the side, then this lets you know that's not going to work, so now we're going to move you into another phase. The 5s, where's my 5s? Here. How many 5s did I find? I obviously have a missed deck, unless I've just not counted properly. 5s are challenges in the tarot. They see change, actually. 5s are change in the tarot. Fluctuations and conflict are after the 4s. The 5s are amplifications of that same energy, when that energy evolves, we ask the 5 to look within ourselves for a deeper reason of why to progress, to move forward, and to push beyond these limitations there. We have to push forward. The 5s ask us where we want to be going and what do we want to be letting go of, and what do we want to be taking with us on the next step. The 5 of Wands sees battles and confrontations, reaching out to other people's point of view or seeing other people's points of view. The 5 of Swords sees who should be, if you'll be bothered, who you're going to take with you, whether you can be asked to do anything or not, and whether you can be bothered to stay in that pact, or whether it's just easier to move on there. The 5 of Cups, that's the one I threw if you saw my earlier post. The 5 of Cups is the sad, it's the loss, it's that waste of time, energy, and can be grief as well, which obviously isn't a waste of time, but the 5 of Cups is that where do we want to go with our emotions. And the 5 of Pentacles, which I don't have to hand, but I know I've seen it today. The 5 of Pentacles is, are we struggling on our own, or do we need to ask a little bit of help? What are we struggling with on our material level? Where do we need to change things for the better on our material level? So the 5s will ask you to look at what you are changing and how you can make things better for you, okay? What's important and what's not. And remember though that the challenges don't last. Nothing is going to last forever, because they're just minor cards. Now the 6 in tarots, let's find the 6s. While the 5s represent conflict or change of some kind, the 6s represent a little bit more victorious. Similar to the 3s, the 6s are now moving into another milestone, so they take something into the next phase. If you're on an idea and you've got to the 6, rocking and rolling, you're almost there, but still a little bit way to go. So you take a little bit of a pause with the 6 to reevaluate things, but here you're a bit more certain about where the next move is coming in, okay? 6 in tarot can be to do with finding that solution to that conflict. They are cards of overcoming challenges, overcoming suffering, and they see that light at the end of the tunnel. The 6 of Wands there, we can see success and victory. He's coming into his own, he's got all his followers around him, and he's at that milestone point where he can be, yeah, I'm on the right track and I've got the people rocking my vibe, okay? The 6 of Pentacles there says, yep, I'm in a good financial position. I'm either going to get the help that I want, or I'm going to be able to help others. The 6 of Cups says, emotionally, I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to forgive. I'm ready to love again. I'm ready to move on from the past hurts there. And the 6 of Swords says, I'm ready to move into calmer waters. I'm done with that shit from the past. I'm ready to move into calmer waters. I don't care where I'm going. Just take me there. Take my mind into something better. So the 6 of any of the cards look at more positive ways of moving forward into different areas, taking you away from the conflict there. The 7 in tarot cards, I don't know where the rest of my 7 are. Where are they? Here's a 7, here's a 7. So the 7s in tarot, again, some choices come in with the 7s, reflection comes in with the 7s, and our careful thinking comes in with the 7s. So the 7 asks us to assess and reevaluate whether our path is taking us where we want it to go, whether it's taken us on our best journey yet, or whether we need to reevaluate things and think, hold on a minute, we're just building up to an 8 in the moment, so do we really want this to go any further there? The 7 of Swords sees somebody who's being a bit sneaky. They might have thought they've got away with something, but they're not. So our thinking, starting to think a little bit differently there. We're having to ask ourselves, who is being this sneaky one, or is it us that's having to be one step ahead of the game at the moment? The 7 of Wands is asking us, do we really want to fight this? Do we really want to be sticking up for ourselves and be determined? Do we want to stand our ground from oppositions? Is it really going to take us where we want it to? The 7 of Cups asks us to reevaluate all our choices, looking at all our options emotionally. Is this person who they say they are? Do they offer us what they did offer at the beginning, or are they just hiding something and then wham, they're going to hit it with us later? And the Seven of Pentacles is, okay, we've got so far, but do we really want to keep going? Do we really want to be working for maybe a tyrant there? Do we really want to be putting all our energy into something if we're not going to get recognized for it? And is this the pathway that we want? Is this the house that we want to be in? Are we feeling a bit bored or fed up now? Or do we just want to keep on going a little bit more? Okay, so the sevens, although it's Pentacles, although it's a time of growth, it's also asking us to think about the next move. So these cards are thinkers and actions and choices coming in about the next pathway. Eights in the tarot, almost there in completion. Oh, I can just feel, I've just had a little hot flush moment. Not had one of them in a while. So the Eight of, oh, I've got so many more here than what I should have. Who's jumped in here? It's the Strength card, because that's an 8, but it's a major. We're looking at the minor. So the 8 cards in tarot is a completion of a second phase, indicated with the 8s. Usually corresponds to some sort of achievement or recognition or acknowledgement of some kind there. Whether it's worldly or in an emotional sense, growth either way is indicated here, and sometimes you might find that it can even take place in a form where we least expect it. The Ace of Pentacles here sees our hard work. Got to roll our sleeves up, determined, got to crack on with things. We need to prioritise everything going on there. But a little bit more hard work needs to be done, putting that effort in. The Eight of Wands indicates that everything is up in the air, but fast action and ideas are coming through. And while it is up in the air, it will all fall into place. But we've got to take those opportunities where they come in. The Eight of Cups asks us to be walking away from what no longer serves us. Spiritual growth here. Checking in with ourselves and realising what's going to make us a 10 out of 10 and maybe what's missing or what's lacking in our life. If there is any disappointment, this is the time where we'll be moving on from it. And the Eight of Swords there asking us to really think differently. Our mind is our power, isn't it? We are what we think. So the Eight of Swords is indicating that we are really trying to think differently. We're stuck. But if we think differently, we'll realise that we can be free. We need to trust our emotion there. We're not as trapped and as we first think. So it's a realisation coming in our mind and our thought there. So the nines in tarot, almost there with completion. Not quite, but we're almost there, nearing completion here. We can take the form of entering a plateau in some way. So it could be a bit boredom, could be a bit discontented, or maybe you're just happy to be in a good place and like, I just want to breathe, I just want to chill out, right? The nines in tarot, so coming to a nearing of a completion stage and a transition stage as well. Sometimes you've got that final part of transition coming in. While the feeling of completion is here, it's usually just a pause before that final part of the cycle comes. Nine of Cups indicates being happy and contented, being emotionally satisfied, but don't forget it's a 9, not a 10. Quite happy with your lot, pleased with how far you come, even though there's something missing, there's a tiny little bit missing. The Nine of Wands there indicates that we've come so far. We should be so pleased with all our actions and our work. We're not free from all the wounds though, so we know that we've gone through a bit of a tricky time. There's just a little bit more there, but gone so far. The Nine of Swords indicates the worry and that despair and that anxiety that our minds conflict on us, and if we're not careful it can overtake us. One little worry can end up turning into 10 if we overthink it. And the Nine of Pentacles, loving life's luxuries. So enjoying splashing the cash a little bit, enjoying feeling a bit more financially abundant there and satisfied that actually slowly you've managed to reap what you sow. Okay. So the nines are fabulous for bringing in that last little stage of things, getting yourself ready for that last final attainment from the 10s. And the 10s are a completed phase, okay? Now the 10s, completion, the cycle that's at the end of that achievement or phase, it indicates that from the form at the beginning, those aces, we've now moved forward into that completion, okay? If you get an ace and then you get a 10, you know that you're going on a good mile there, you know it's going somewhere. Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles, fabulous around your finances, although it might take a bit of a long time. If you didn't see the timing in the first YouTube video, please listen back on that for the actual timings of it. But the 10 of Pentacles indicates over time we're having that financial abundance, that financial attainment, and everything that we've worked for is coming in good. Ten of Cups, emotionally happy. We've got there. We've got that wedding ring on. We've got the children. We've got the happy home. We've got the partner. We're just feeling a loving vibe there. Everything's gorgeous, and we feel satisfied with our lot emotionally. The Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords indicates that you are done with that chapter. That karmic ending is coming in force now. Surrender to it. Done. It's over. You're more looking forward to the next day when you can wake up again and be fresh. But this is a card of 10, done with all that emotional crap, or not emotional, mental crap actually. And the Ten of Wands here, just coming to that last point of responsibility, all that busyness, all that action, all that weight on your shoulders, all that work effort that you've been carrying. Just keep going, because the end is almost there and you're in that phase. Once you get to the Ten of Wands, it then starts to go to the Ace of Wands. So you can put down your load and be inspired again and have more room for things to come in. So the tens are all completion. And there you have it. There is your, in a nutshell, 1 to 10 with the tarot, understanding how you can use the numerology side of it. Like I said, I will do another YouTube video on what it means when you get 2 aces, 3 aces, 2 kings, 3 quick kings, 4 cups, la 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 la. We will do that next time. If you would like to book me for a reading, do contact me on www.katemay.co.uk. Please do subscribe to this channel for more tutorials. Follow me on Instagram, Kate May Modern Day Mystic. If you want to join my Facebook group, Kate May Modern Day Mystic, do so for our daily lives. And if you want to join my new VIP Mystic Members Lounge, then please subscribe to that. Let me know by dropping me a message and I can join you in with that. It's from £11 a month, and it's just a fabulous group where we do fabulous things, including obviously lots of tarot, psychic development, but also using life coaching, law of attraction, and lots of magic to make you fabulous there. Do have a fabulous day, whatever time of day you're watching this. I hope that makes sense. Do let me know, drop a comment in. If you've got any questions, then please ask, because I will get back to you on the tarot or on anything. Well, predominantly work. And if you didn't find something there was easy to understand, then let me know and I will explain it better for you. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe.